Well, hi everyone. It's time to get clown done. I am participating in the Crosskeys MMM race for the first time. And this should be entertaining, needless to say. Because I don't get a chance to do too many of these. Since it's a 9 o'clock start, this could take me 2.5 hours or who knows how much. And so I just, this is the good time to jump in and try something dumb. So here we are, just waiting for the room to ready up, and I think that'll happen soon. So we'll jump right into this thing. The last couple Crosskeys seeds I've done have been pretty awful. So I'm just like prepared for the worst. I don't know what it is about this mode lately, but there've been some rough ones. I'm hoping that the good fortune that Wombat had earlier today when he got like a PB and came in first in stepladder somehow rubs off on me in some weird way, shape, or form. I don't think so, but it's worth the hope. All right, we got 12 people in this race right now. Lots of really good runners. So I have no idea how this is going to go. If I luck into some things, who knows? What I do know I need to do is really focus and do a better job of tracking my entrances on both my map and also just my general checker. So that way I can keep track of what I've seen, what I haven't seen, so that I don't get screwed by a connector somewhere. That's the biggest problem, is the connectors for me. It's also really funny because on the thing that I use to help track them, it's literally in alphabetical order, and you would think it's the hardest damn thing for me to find what I want to find on it. But it doesn't seem to matter sometimes. I'm just like staring at it, like, where is this thing? And it's literally just, if I can remember it's in alphabetical order in the middle of the seed, we're in good shape, but I don't. Alright. Hey, Whiskey Bill. Again, GG's on your race today. That was fun. Being a few minutes behind Kirby is pretty damn good, let me tell you. That's really damn good. Thank you for the GLs, Phillips. Get ready for the dumb. We're starting. Good old Crosskeys. Alright, let's see where this is. Oh boy. Vanilla? What the hell's that? Hold on. I'm gonna go check the drop over here. Let's get this information first. Because I could do two things with this. Okay. No, you're all good, man. I was just saying congrats on your run, which is great. Alright, so we know where the well is. Or not the well. We know where the friggin' sanctuary is. That was Lost Woods. I'm just gonna do this since we're here. then we don't have to be shy about buying bombs and stuff. Alright, while we're here... Look at that. Alright. Now we'll just check the drop down up here, get a tree pole. Then we'll just, after checking these entrances, we'll just go back to Sank because we could check all the Lost Woods stuff and head to the village that way. Garbage! What do we got? Cool. Oh, that's one thing we need to know, so that's good. Sick kid. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're gonna go up, check what's at Lumberjack, the house there, go through the Lost Woods checks, work our way down to the village. Pretty good progression. We could check bush crabs along the way. We know the tree pole's crap, so I'm not worried about that right now. Wow. Alright. Really lucking out here. What's the drop? Lovely. I hate that. Actually, hold on. I think I just did that wrong. There we go. And this is Chicken Hut, and I can't friggin' do it just yet, because I don't have bombs! Just buy them, right? I need to find a shop. Bird, leave me alone. Not worried about the arrows. This is safe to drop down, so we'll just do it. Sweet. We got Uncle. We know where Cackwell is. Okay, I'm fine with that. Actually, let's grab the magic just in case. Nice job. Alright, they're just gonna drop hearts. You're not really helpful. Cool. Nice shot. Alright, now time to check all the shit. Early well. Or I don't know why I said well. And I'm literally looking for it on there. It's the dam. I know what I'm talking about, I swear to God. Hotel Mario. Alright, we'll come back. Our first key, and it's to Meyer. How wonderful. Yes! Just give me the damn things. Okay. Now we can go back to do Chicken Hut at some point. Well, that's fitting. We don't really care. Let's mark checkerboard. Off of that. A map to deserts. Lovely. God. I hate that with every fiber of my being. Okay. Let's just mark it in case we care later. Naturally, we didn't get the 50-50, because why would we? That's a shitty mountain saving quit. Alright. Really hope a flute shows up, because we're kind of got bad spots. Like, just vanilla and whatever. Okay, that's a quick bomb refill. We'll probably never come here again. Alright, so what's left? Lumberjack and, Alright. Okay, cool. We can get that. Thank you, Early Hammer. So, this is the bag. Alright, that lets us get the back of escape already, which is great. So we could do that in a little bit. Let's check these spots. Okay. That's the bottom part of Fairy Ascension Cave, so more connectors. 50 Rupee Cave, which is kind of whatever. Alright, so that was Fairy Bottom we saw. There's a small key there. And what was this one again? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is the bad cave. That's right, Speck Rock Bottom we saw. That's Spiral. Okay. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's do the back of Escape real quick. You get 3 free quick items. Stupid rats. Holy shit, that's so good. Okay. I like that. Alright, I want to just check 2 more things over here, then we're going to do some southern checks at this point. What was this? Spiral Cave. Okay. I don't know if I've had an earlier lamp in a Crosskeys seed in a long ass time. I'm all about it. That makes a lot of things easier. Okay. Alright, let's just get Chicken Hut out of the way, and then we can start to do other things. Okay. Alright. Alright, I've been liking to get these two in pretty early, because it seems like one of these entrances is like something good, like really fast. Just because they're early. See? Alright, we'll come back in here in a second. Alright, that's not helping. Don't care about that. Alright, that's good to know. Alright. We can fully clear Hyrule Castle now because we already have access to Dark Cross with Lamp. So I'm gonna grab this. We might as well take this down to Zelda Cell, clear it out, and then we can check the entrances. Because Mirror also makes this super nice. Like, I love Hammer, but... Yo. What a great place for a Fire Rod. Alright. I am liking my start. Let's see if we can keep it going. You guys suck. What'd you drop? Nothing? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So maybe we go south and towards desert at some point soon. Excuse me. Map of this dungeon. Game's a piece of crap. Alright. So go figure, nothing really past the key door. Which is fine, because technically the Hyrule Castle Small is locking it with my logic. So I know that much. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, that's okay. We're going to just save and quit anyway, so... Let's just see what's on the pyramid. Cool. We'll grab it. I mean, it doesn't suck that bad because now we know we have a connector into the Dark World. But I just don't necessarily want to go there just yet. And that's a quick connector to get to. Alright, so let's do what I was thinking about doing earlier. We're gonna... That was right to the face. Check here. Chess game. Alright. Chess game. We did Hyrule Castle middle and left. We did not see right yet. So I'm just going to do this so it stands out as something that I need to look at some point. Bombs? Sure, maybe. Let's see what's in here first. Bad shop. Fine. Okay. Smith. Alright. We're going to end up going over to check the desert main entrance since we have the book. Okay, so King's Tomb, that's cool. We can get this. Thanks for nothing game. That's awful. Ledge item is garbage. Okay. Good to know. Alright. Now we'll check Mini Moldworm in the Ice Rod Cave area. We can get all three of the entrances over there, which is really good. Because normally by now I wouldn't have a glove and you're just abandoning something and it just feels bad, but we could just totally clear it out and that feels really nice. Oh, shoot. Okay, well... let's wait on actually checking the connector, because I'm worried it'll just throw me somewhere that I can't get back. That one probably wouldn't have been as bad, but... I want to be... Fucking crabs. I want to be careful about, I should just grab a heart so I could take an extra hit, but I'm stupid and I don't do it. Like, hammer's, like, great and powerful, but it's literally just one of the worst. The complete lack of range is annoying. There we go. Hey, look, a heart. Just leave me alone. Nice little bomb. Okay, that is the hook shot, pot, and fairy fountain. We don't care. Alright, waterfall cave. Nice bottle. We actually know where Sick Kid is, too. And we get Bonk Rocks. A boomerang! Alright, so we're done with all those checks. Where do we want to go? Eastern area. Actually, here's what we'll do. We can come up here, we could check Sick Kid, then go there. Worth! That was a good call. Nothing? Thought I might get a drop. Shit. Alright. I want to check it, but not until after I've done these, because that's a one-way. Okay. Well, that's good to know, because it already gave us 2 freaking keys for it, but I can't get in. Arrows, stun prize, nice. Okay. We could do the first 4 here. Beautiful. We have, like, really good Dark World access right now, too, which is amazing. Alright, so for anyone paying attention to what's going on here, we just got the Moon Pearl out of Thieves. We already have Hammer and Glove, which means we have, like, free reign of most of the Dark World right now, which is awesome. I'm gonna take Super Bunny, though, to get the 2 items there. And then, we'll see where that puts us, and then we can decide what we want to do from there. Because if this just connects us to a reasonable spot in the Dark World or into Death Mountain, we're probably going to just continue exploring. Double heart container. That's what we call survivability. Alright, where does Super Bunny kick me out? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if we're going to need this connector. Let's just find out what's here. Okay, just the capacity ferry. So really we don't. So I'm going to just get rid of this completely because we don't need that anymore. We don't need to track that. Alright, so I'm thinking... Let's start to do some shit down here. The only map we've gotten so far is desert. I didn't bother looking at it because it's just too early to worry. I don't have a friggin' flippers. I don't know what I'm trying to do there. Furious! Furious, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Were you doing a you were doing a standard race or something with a group, weren't you? Oh, look at this bullshit. We can go in here? Not yet. We don't have keys. Awful? I mean awful. Kyrie! Oh no. Oh no. It's definitely a seed that happened. You should try the one that Gumby rolled in the race room that was from earlier in the day. Hey Josh. How's it going, everyone? Welcome in. We're doing the MMM Crosskeys. It started out okay, so we'll see how it keeps on going, but... Okay. Let's just mark that we've seen that. I'm not great at Crosskeys. I'm trying to get better at it, so... I'm just kind of jumping in and playing to try to improve. Okay, well, we can at least find out what this is. I have no idea what the item is. It's probably trash, but who knows? I don't even care about the connector. Oh, it's so trash. Alright, cool. We're out of here. Alright. So that's Spec Cave middle. I don't even want to find top. Like, I don't care about any of these. It connects, like, into the village, and that's stupid. Alright, I'm gonna get these things before I... We can always come back. Wait. Gotta get the house. Yeah, Gumby's seed from earlier was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm guessing just about everyone who's here is probably familiar with what Crosskeys is. But if you're not, don't be afraid to ask. I can tell you about it. It doesn't mean I'm great, but I can tell you about it. Come on. Yeah, I think maybe we go back, we go up and go into Village and Skullwoods. Oh! We found this. Okay. Well, we can do a couple things here. And that's why you pop in. Alright, what's on the torch? Hilarious. A map. Alright, we don't care. Alright, that's really all we could do for now. But that's good to know. Okay. I'm relieved that there's no dungeon here today. It's just a pain in the ass to get back to. But we knew this was a key. Okay. Thanks, game. Love it. Alright, so much for dig game. Alright. I have a couple dumb things I can do here. Let's do this because I could have followed this earlier and I didn't want to. No. Thank you. When I first found this, I had like 3 hearts and no weapons, so I was like, no. But now we're a little bit more equipped. Of course, we'll get hit by every mini Molar on the way. Except for that one. Alright, anything good? Well, yeah, okay. I mean, hopefully we don't need it. Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just do this. That was Pyramid Fairy. Alright. If Kyrie's still here, I'm gonna do something so that he can laugh at me. 'Cause I'm bad at those. Okay, that's not even trying to be bad. I just want to... Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Alright, we'll try this one once. Okay, whatever, we got in. It's not exactly a big key I was hoping to find. Ooh, we just... Oh! I saw myself inch down and I knew that was going to be bad. Let's try that again. I should be able to take one hit with the health I have, right? Yeah, I can. I just don't want to fall in the hole when I do it. Alright. I'm so bad at laser skips. There's one time, like, in the last week or so, I got all of them, like, perfectly. And I'll never do it again. Okay, let's just get rid of this beetle because he's pissed me off. Why? I could just use iframes on the top one. Okay. Damn it. I'm gonna be stubborn because I just want these 2 quick items here. Alright, forget it. We'll come back. The technical logic is you gotta have a caper burn up, but I was just trying to do it quickly. And I'm just not good enough to do it quickly. But I got 2 of them. I got the big key to ice out of it, which I don't know if I'm happy with, but we're actually... God, we can actually do a lot of ice, but we don't have small keys. So I don't really want to rush there. Alright, let's see if Skullwoods is laid out nicely for us. This is a better use of our time. Let's find out if this is a good or bad Skullwoods layout. Okay. This is potentially... Well, it is good. Because we can get out of here. Let's see what this is. Oh, just a useless shop. Okay, so this was actually Skullwoods. Right. Alright. We have the book. Let's just make sure. Cool, we don't care. That's what I wanted to see. So this entrance is left, and then this entrance is main. Okay. Alright, we'll take this, throw it back to the front. We don't have any keys, but if we pick the right drop... Well, not the one I wanted. Let's open for the left side. Let's see if it's under the bushes. Yes. Okay. Because then we can keep a key. Actually, it doesn't matter if we do, because we get one in the back anyway. It's not key drop or anything. So we'll take this. We can still walk out of here. That way we don't have to go through all the save and quit stuff. Because when we find the back of Skullwoods, we can actually clear it. Alright, enough. I don't need that crap. Alright, so let's go take a look at some of the other entrances up here in the north that we can access. Thank you for just getting in my face. And then we'll head down to the Village of Outcasts, check that stuff. And we might at some point just have to suck it up and say let's go into ice, but I'm really... I'd like a little bit more weaponry before I do that, I guess. I hate this. Okay, that's not so bad. Alright, so we're probably never taking this again. Just another connector that's kind of useless. Okay, good. Okay, bumper. I can't do much with that, but let's just make a note that we found it. Okay, also the item up here is garbage, so that's good. Okay. First pod key. Also, this is a pendant dungeon. Beautiful. We don't know which one yet. We haven't bothered looking at our map. Because this branch doesn't do the courtesy GBR. Oh, good, a Hera small. I mean, that's fine. We haven't found it yet. Something here? No, that's good news. We do have the big key. We can actually clear this out. Alright, so torch is garbage. Ooh, don't you dare. Cool. Alright. Well, as much as I don't necessarily want to take the connectors, I think we have to look around, so... There's lots of places this could go that could be very helpful at this point. I wouldn't call this helpful. So, let's see. This is helpful. Nice. Alright, just so we know. Okay, it is a red pendant. Alright, we gotta jump down. Before we forget, let's scout this. That thing I didn't do correctly earlier. Alright, vamos. Cool. Okay. Like, yeah, I want to, but I also want to check all the stuff down here, too. Okay. That's good to know. We might go through there in a minute, but let's see what else is here. Let's do this just in case. We don't have a big key or the bow, and that's the thing that sucks. Otherwise, I'd love to just go into Eastern right now. If there's nothing else up here, I probably will, just because it'll be end of path, and I'm gonna do it. Because there could be something good inside that we need for another dungeon, but... And then here's Aga Tower. Cool. Well, this is quick. We have no keys. We could just get the first check. Worth. Okay. Unbelievable spot for Aga Tower. I didn't really mean to go back into the portal. It's kind of an error. Alright. Actually, hold on a second. Let's not be stupid. I will take the portal down here, because then if I want to go into Eastern later, it's accessible. That could have been a mistake. Look at that. Okay. We have one key. Typically, if you got one, just open up the damn door. Because we'll find more. We get 2 additional checks if we go through that door and look around. I do have a bottle. I could attempt to do potion unlock too. Might as well. We're here. That's why you open the damn door. Cool. I'm just trying to damage down, apparently. I want you out of my way. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing wrong when I don't get it. Alright, whatever. I gotta figure out what that issue is with me. Alright, goodbye pod. We can do this. Naturally. Alright. One more check here, and then we'll go back and just do Eastern, and then we can go elsewhere. Oh, okay. We gotta give this a shot. Nice flippers. Let's do this. Okay. gonna grab the extra magic here. This is one way to do the room. Conserve as much magic as possible so I can use as much of it on Moldworm as I can, or Mothula, whatever the fuck his name is. Alright, we don't need to... Okay. We're out. How about we just get a good hit in? Oh, we just lucked out. Hey, it's Crystal. It's called Doing It While We're Here. Crystal number 1. Alright, let's do what we can here, and then we'll get the hell off this side of the mountain. Nice. Have we seen? Yeah, we did that. We did that. Okay. It's all back of Functional Cave. Wrong way. Get out of my way. Thank you. The other one. I think I'm going too fast in there. I have to slow down. I think it's a key. Wow, this is what happens when you play too much key drop stuff. You get it in your head like, oh, I don't need to do that in room. I already did it. No. Nice timing on that one. Alright. Well, let's go back and do the Village of Outcasts area. And then after that, we can get back on Death Mountain and do all of West Death Mountain too. Because we could just take the same connector we did. We got the hammer to get over to the other side. So we can kind of do all of this right now. Clean up this part of the Dark World and then go over there. And the mitts let us kind of get in here pretty quick. The only thing we're not going to route in from here is Smith Chain. Nice. Alright, let's see if this is something good. Good start. We don't really need Skullwood Smalls anymore. Okay, well now we're gonna get the money for Zora. That's good. Alright, and that also gives us the money right there for Kiki. We'll get more anyway, but... Alright, Blindside out, done. What else we got over here? Hey, look, we found a Turtle Rock entrance. Let's do what we can. We can get two things going up through here. Lava chest and then chain chomps. I wouldn't do anything else. I'm only mainly going through here because we have the fire rod, makes it super simple. I say that, famous last words. Drop down here. You move. Okay. Alright, we don't have the big key. We can't do anything else. We'll just take that and run. Hey, the bomb shop. Pod and Eastern. Funny. Okay. Alright, there's Turtle Rock left we found. Here's the other end of Bumper. So we don't really care about Bumper either. Okay. So most of our connectors have been pretty shit. Desert was nice. But other than that... This is the back of Old Man Saving... Okay. So this is, I guess, slightly quicker. It's really funny because it's the Light World, like, same entrance as the front of this. So I think I'm just going to do that in case I just need to remember that that's where it goes. Okay. Oh, gross. I don't have a safety, so this isn't in logic anyway, but that's good to know. You know what I'm going to do before I go back up and leave the village? We're going to do something really fun. It might be nothing, but you know how many friggin' seeds I've had where that very first check of swamp actually contains something useful? We can't get into this dungeon without the small key, but we do get one chest. Cool. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Alright. Gotta refill for our trouble. Cool. Alright. I got 3 more entrances to check up here, and then we're going to go back up to Death Mountain. Okay, so that's the other part of the spec rock system, which we don't care about anymore. There's no good item, and they don't connect anywhere helpful. We'll do Graveyard Ledge, then we'll go back through Desert one more time. Whoop, can't. Wait, yes, we can. We have mitts now. I forgore. Aha! This does nothing. It's good to know. Alright. This time, we're not dealing with the Lionels. We're just gonna come right on over here. How did I know he was going to be right here? It just, in my head, I'm thinking, this idiot's going to show up at Hera. So this is Old Man Rescue the Back. And we did see Death Mountain exit back. We didn't take it, which we probably should do at some point. And to tell you the truth, I can get back to it if I need to. I want to do this first. If I can, I should be able to read this at least, right? Heart piece. Cool. We don't care. So slow walking with this guy. Ugh, dead rock. Please. Alright, we don't care about the bombs. Bring this guy home, break his legs in the process. And he's holding on to a turtle rock key for me. Seriously, I don't know what that's about either. You could jump off cliffs, no problem, but try to run with them, and it's like, nah. Oh, I thought you were gonna be good. Alright, what do we got? Alright, library, but the library is garbage. Cool. Mire shed. Okay. Got a couple more keys there. All right, enough, enough. Leave me alone. Aha. Okay. Maybe this is an answer. Okay. Yo, there we go. Where's my Eastern big? Pod is technically beatable because we have one small key and the big key right now, but that's shitty. All right. In case we need it. I don't think we will at this point. Sea house. Alright. Someone's packing some explosives. Alright. We could do the 2 Dark World checks over here. We're going to do that real quick. And then, I think we come back up, we go to the other side of the mountain because we have a connector we can look at, and then possibly come back and jump down and do a couple other entrances. Okay, so this is the other end of the Fairy Ascension Cave. So that connects... So we have it away here from the Light World Village. That's actually good to know. Okay. And then this we don't care about. Alright, so Fairy Ascension covered. Alright, so the question is, do I want to jump down... yeah, I think we do the middle, because if we find the connector to the Turtle Rock Bridge, we could just mirror to get that location. So we go middle. But we're going to do the dark connector up here first. Basically, I never expect to actually get like real mire access like with flute mitts and stuff, so I mean it's possible because I have mitts already, but oh, I didn't want to go this way. I'm expecting that I'm gonna have to possibly find a connector into mire. Like that's often how it works, so I'm gonna check this because I haven't seen the other end of it yet, and we'll see where this goes. And then if this is garbage, we can always come back and I can do a little bit more on pod, maybe. Okay. Actually, hold on a second. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. clear that link. Alright, we don't care about this. That's the one. Okay. What we're actually going to do, since it tossed us here, we have the money now. Let's route in Catfish and the Zora stuff. We haven't done any of that. We've had flippers for a little bit now. It's always funny when he has a medallion. Okay. Okay, that's not worth. Sure, we'll just grab the hearts. That's Graveyard Ledge. Cool story. Alright, and then get out of here. Come on. Okay. Let's do some other stuff first. This whole thing's gonna be crap, isn't it? Well, just about. Okay. This is one place we had not found yet. Come on, game, don't disappoint me. Turn a rock. There we go. All right. Game's got freaking jokes. Okay, this is good to know. This is middle paradox. Whoops. Oh, what an awful place for this guy to show up. Swamp. Come on. Get out of here. What is that shit? Well, guess where we're gonna go. God. That's so stupid. Nice job. Here I am thinking I switched. Clearly did not. Rookie mistake. That's right. Let me guess. We're going to find Meyer Big in here too, because why the hell not? I'll take it. We're just going to clear this sucker out because we can do every check in here, and we're looking for a lot of keys and stuff still. All right. Good old left side swamp. Are you gonna provide today? So far, no. Come on, provide. The Sankheart. So not quite. Wow, we actually got a flute. Now we have access to the Mario area. That's wonderful. Maybe. But the flute just helps us in general. So I'm happy about that. Okay. I still can't believe there's no other connector down the shopping mall. So to turn in this green pendant, I have to go all the way back there and through Paradox. It's ass. All right. So I could grab the smith, return the smith at least right now. Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to drop that there. We gotta go over here. Drop this guy off. A dungeon we already know. Thank you, game. Let's go back to 7 just for a second. We can go to Hookshot Cave. I don't want to wait too long on doing that. We never checked to see where this connects, so we can find out where this goes to. That's really good, because I was actually probably going to do ice real quick next, since it's in this general area. That, I don't know why I hooked that pot sometimes. Like, I know that one doesn't work, and I still try it. Okay. There we go. Alright, where does this go? Beautiful. Well, we don't have to worry about what's in here. I don't really want to be up here right now, I don't think. Okay. So we're going to clear that out. We chucked Hook. Let's go with my other plan. Let's grab the purple chest. The stupid fucking thing's not here. Alright. Genius sometimes, I'll tell you. Yeah. It's probably still gonna be a lot quicker for me just to mirror and flute this down, and then I can just flute to 4, go in the portal there, grab a couple potions just in case. The half magic makes this a whole lot better. That was just a nice happy accident right there. But we're gonna still do that. Oh, that's not where I want to go right now. God. There. Get rid of this thing. Okay. Plenty of life, which is nice. So, we're honestly more than equipped. I just want to make sure that I have, in case I just start to do stupid things, which I'm known to do, I want to have some backups. There. Then we still have enough money in case we gotta open the pot entrance later. My God, can we stop there? Nice. Okay. Now I'm really glad we came in here. Eastern's up in the Dark Death Mountain. Plenty of money. Okay, 4 smalls for pod is really good. That lets me clear a lot of stuff out of there. So the Eastern pod combo soon after this does sound really good. And that would open up Pyramid Ferry as well, that entrance. Well, we know that's a Hyrule Castle entrance. We don't care. Now that I'm looking at that again. Okay. Dude! The super run at you attack gets me every time. Nice double. Cool. Alright, let's go check Bamos tablet while we're here. Alright, good news. It was a crystal. We really didn't know. We're only missing 1 pendant, though, so our bets are pretty good. That's awesome, too. Okay. Where the fuck was Thieves Town? Was it also yeah. Okay. Do we do that first? Let's wait on that. I'm gonna turn in this green pendant real quick, because I'm worried about what this is. Which isn't, like, super quick, but then when I'm done with it, I can make my way back up the mountain. Return cave, so going there isn't too bad. Is there a better connector up the mountain? Yeah, kinda. It's not like a super great one. But I can hook shot over though now, so that makes it a little bit better. Alright. I think I got a plan. Dude. Okay, naturally that was garbage. You know, if I'm gonna do what I'm thinking about, I'm just might as well flute up at this point. Because I was thinking about, oh, I could do this connector and this connector. I can also just flute to one. Because I'm coming up here only because I could do one of the drops still. We haven't seen Hera. I need to find Hera too. And I can check one of the drop downs here. Not this. We've been here. I don't want to do that. But I could check one of the drops. I don't know why I'm doing that. Thanks. Another seed without boots for the longest time just sucks. Alright, we have not been in here. Oh, of course. Alright, well, now we know where the Old Man Rescue Front is. Alright. Let's take our portal down here just to make life a little bit better. Alright. Cozy dungeon beating time. We're gonna take care of Eastern. And then we're gonna go into Pod right after. Pod, we could do everything except for the very front chest, the big key chest. We'll just skip that. But I can do everything else if I hammer yump. Hey, that's information. Why? Why does that one get in the way every single friggin' time? God, I hate that. It's twice today you did it to me. Here's the question of the day. Is Thieves Town? It's a crystal. So that is next on our destination. Alright. We'll do the bow side at the end. We're gonna go straight back and get everything here. That's gross. That's well up there, right? Yeah. Alright. I'm still hoping we don't have to worry about it, but... That was way too much. I couldn't get the right pixel. I had the right initial one, and then I just... I never... okay, we're buffering and not moving, so that doesn't help. That's right. There we go. Man, this place has been full of garbage. All right. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. That puts things like Spike Cave in logic. That makes me so happy. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Alright. So after I do this, Thieves could be a play, but I could also look at the entrances around Pod when I do that, so that might not be a bad idea, because I haven't checked any of those. And again, we're potentially looking for Hera. We don't have a Meyer Big or a Turtle Rock Big. We might need both. We just don't know yet. It depends on between Hera, Meyer, and Turtle Rock, which one is the last pendant. But we know Thieves is a crystal, so even if we don't have the small key, it's probably just worth doing. And then if we do find Hera on the way, we can clear that quickly and find out if that's a crystal or a pendant. And give us some more information. Nice, not lining up correctly. Alright, good enough. So yeah, I'm thinking I flute to 5, and... oh, that's good. Now we have Meyer's info. Okay. Alright. We can see what that is in a minute. Because Meyer's actually right here in that cave, but let's do this. Okay, so Meyer is a crystal, so we need the big key. Okay, we can do this real quick. Gina's cave, that'll wipe this out. Oh, that would have been really funny if that was Meyer Big right there. So, it would be a good scenario if Hera is over here, if we could just find it. So I think what we do, let's check the 2 close entrances before we go all the way back to the pod entrance. Because if Hera is one of these, we probably don't need to go back to pod. Okay. Well, we knew that was going to show up somewhere. I mean, we haven't gone in the Meyer area yet either, so it could be something that way. Alright, let's do the pod entrance. We can come back up and check this later, because after we do the pod entrance, we can mirror and just do Thieves. Because we still do have a few item caves we're missing. seen that. We haven't seen Hype Cave yet, of all things. Okay. It's probably just sitting in the mire area. Alright, let's wrap up Thieves Town, and then we'll take that connector that we saw. We got a couple people already finished, but that's not uncommon at this point, because I'm just not fast at this. The other thing that I could do is go into GT again, because we have all of the basement. We have, like, all of GT open, which sucks. But that could have the Mire Big in it, which is something we gotta consider. But it's also very possible that we just don't even need to touch GT, which would be wild. Get me out of here. Damn things can't stay out of my way. They don't hurt as bad because we're in the light world anyway, but still. Well, now the well is open. Well, no, we don't have boots. I'm not rushing there. Never mind. I am not rushing for that. Alright, so Meyerbeeg and Hera possibly is go. It could also be Turtle Rock Big and Ice Rod combination. We just need to know either Hera or Turtle Rock. And if we find Hera, we could just beat it and find out what it is. So let's take the Brothers connector. Thank you. I was like stuck for a second. Alright, let's take this and see where it goes. And if this is nothing, we're gonna just go and go to Mire. Because we have access with flute and stuff. Okay. So that's here. let's see if one of these is what we're looking for. I should have just grabbed it, but that's okay. That's hammer pegs. Don't care. Okay. Let's do this too. We never actually looked for that. Good thing. Take the arrow. Alright. Alright. Well, nothing like a 2-hour hobo check. Not punished. Okay. Quake. We did look at that. Okay. I couldn't remember if we did. I didn't mark it off, so I said let's double check. Alright, we have just a couple more entrances here. Brewery. Fuck me. There it is. Alright, let's find out what this is. It's a pendant! Damn it! Alright, we gotta go to GT then. I mean, we could actually... I don't know why I did that, honestly. We could do more searching in Turtle Rock, too. It could just be in there somewhere. I don't know if we've seen... Turtle Rock entrances. All we've seen are... Yeah, so we can get the laser bridge. Oh, wait, what's this? Perfect. Alright, we just... That was huge, so we needed that. Alright, so we need Ice Rod and we need Mire Big. We might as well do the basement here. We're still looking for shit. Alright, so I think we go to the village, we check Laser Bridge real fast. Turtle Rock Big Chest is in a really trolly location, and I could go there real quick, but then I would want to go to GT like right after. I have Spike Cave too, but let's pretend like that doesn't exist. It would be kind of ironic if one of these checks had it when I tried to do this earlier. Oh, a sword! That sucks. That would have been so nice a long time ago. Alright. How do I only have one GT small? I should probably go backwards and... Okay. This might be a mistake almost, because I could go backwards in Turtle Rock, which is annoying, but... Let's look through here first. I feel like GT is the play that a lot of people are gonna make, and it's probably got at least something in here. If we see an Ice Rod, we could probably bail, but that's dangerous. Okay, that's not what I was hoping for. Close. You're not helping, game. Fuck off. Well, that's annoying. We're okay. Again, go screw yourself. That's how you do it. Game, you just don't help anything. This is gonna be all crap, isn't it? Thanks. Nice net. Whoops. These are like all fetch quests. I have no keys left. I'm leaving. Wow. Okay, let's go back through Turtle Rock. We'll go start with the big chest. And we might just need to go into Mire too and just say screw it and hope that there's something good in there. I won't be surprised if this is what the whole thing is, because, like, it gave you all the keys. I really should read that better. And this is probably just one of the boots locked spots or something. Yep. Shocking. Should have done it sooner. Alright, let's get the last two things over here just in case the ice rod's just sitting around. But now we can go clear Mire out. Nice silvers. Nice job. All right, let's see where this is. Of course. All right. So not boots locked, but it makes sense. That'd be why we didn't find it. All right, let's see if there's an ice rod in here. Just get it out of the way. I think it's just technically not. I think you have to have all the keys for this, but there could have been a key that I just didn't grab, so whatever. I don't care. Then we can just check everything else. Ganon is at Uncle. Alright. Not here. Alright, forget it. I don't feel like dealing with the little bastard hanging around up there the whole time. Taking way too many hits there. My brain's shutting off. Not here. All right, let's do a bunch of cleanup stuff. Okay. Come on. This game sucks. All right. Alright, is it here? Okay, I mean, that lets me do more in GT now. Jesus. It's like, what's the answer? This, or go Egg Tower to friggin' Cackwell. They both suck. Okay, thank you. Alright, so that's done, that's done. We didn't do that because bullshit. That's stupid, that's done. So we have Spike Cave, but I don't know if I care. I probably should check it because we're getting stupid at this point, but I'm gonna just do... Let's do right side GT. We get a key at the end of it so we can actually climb afterwards. It's probably here. Nice. Fuck off. I could have done that when I first came in here. That's super annoying, honestly. Alright. There's 3 of us still going. All we have to do is kill Ganon. I could have been done, like, probably 10-15 minutes ago if I didn't look for all this other crap. I don't know about that long. Maybe at least a solid 5 to 10, though. So, overall, I feel like I didn't play this too bad. I just should have checked stupid tile room. What are you gonna do? I got it too. Dumb seed. Well, I finished my first MMM Crosskeys, not last. I'll take it, quite honestly. I did finish. GG's indeed. Thank you, Jamira. I just waited too long to do Tile Room and GT. I could have gotten to it, but when I had no keys, and I opted to leave and come back when I had a key, and of course Ice Rod was just sitting there. I would have been able to, like... It would have shaved off a lot of time. I would have been able to go mode Meyer, because I would have been able to check the front of TR a lot quicker. It probably would have saved me about 10-15 minutes. I'm thinking it's closer to that now. So, you live and learn. Yeah, it is what it is. But Ice Rod, of course, can literally be anywhere. So sometimes it's going to bite you in the ass. And that's how it works. Let me add a little... Yep. Just an awful Ice Rod spot. And I'm going to bet... I mean, I finished at 231.19. And a lot of good runners finished in the 220s. So... is it that bad? I don't know. Probably reasonable based off where my skill level is with this mode. I'll take it. Like I said, you got to keep on doing them to get better at them. That's the whole point. So that was not super friendly in the end, but hey, it's done. That's the important part. I did it. Yay. So that was what we call entertainment. Whew, these things are long. But hey, it's fun. That's the important part. I know walking into these that I'm going to get absolutely curb stomped in Crosskeys. I don't expect to, like, be able to finish in the top group. I just want to, like, try to do well. And so that's kind of my whole thing. Just do as best I can and continue to improve a little bit. And like the other thing I'm looking forward to, because it'll be really great, is when they decide to do a mentor tournament with Crosskeys, because I think that they're talking about that at some point in the future after the current mentor tournament's done. They might be opening it up to like key modes and stuff like that. And they did it a couple years ago, I guess. So they have kind of a format for it. And I definitely want to compete in that. Thank you for the GG's, Whiskey Bill. If you didn't hear it, Ice Rod, I did Ice Rod hunt, of course, for Go. I cleared left side GT, only having one key. Had no keys after doing left side. Thought I'd leave and come back when I found another key. I found another key a while later. Ice Rod was just sitting in Tile Room. Boo. So I wasted a lot of time. If I would have gotten that, I would have been able to clear the last part of the seed a lot quicker. But it is what it is. So next time, just do Tile Room. Of course. Who would have thunk? Yeah, ouch indeed. But I mean, hey, like I said, I didn't come last. That's my goal, is just to, like, if I can, you know, be in there and then eventually kind of slowly move my way up, that'd be kind of cool. So, you know, it's cool. So there's an open step ladder that Old Man Sunshine is doing. He's constantly in a lot of the different races and stuff like that. Let's go in there, wish him some luck. I'm done for the day. I actually got to do some work tomorrow. Boo. So I got to be up around like 7. So exciting. But thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. Go raid, root on Old Man Sunshine. He's in Swamp, it looks like right now. Left side. Oh, the best. Let's check it out. See ya.